Hi, I'm Richard Byrne. In this video, I'm going to share some of my favorite new and/or updated tools that came out in 2019. It's the end of the year, good time to take a look back. Like every other YouTuber or media outlet out there, take a look back at the year. So some of my best of the web year-end edition for 2019. Let's get right into it. First of all, in 2019, I started a new podcast, the Practical EdTech Podcast, but that's not why I'm mentioning it. Why I'm mentioning it is because of Anchor.fm. Anchor.fm is a platform that I'm using for my podcast, and I chose to use Anchor.fm because it made it super simple to distribute my podcast episodes across all of the major podcasting platforms, including Apple, Google Play, Spotify, you name it. It's available on those platforms. Really simple to do. Anyone can do it. You don't have to have any technical skill at all in order to create your podcast and publish it all the way across the board. So. A new add-on for Google Slides that I've been just really liking for the last couple of months is SlideO for Google Slides. You can find it at SlideO, and it lets you add quiz questions or poll questions directly into your Google Slides, and students can reply to your prompts by entering the code that's displayed on the screen. Really slick little way to add some quiz questions and poll questions to your Google Slides. Vid Reader is a tool that I really like this year for creating interactive transcripts of any YouTube video. Not only your own videos, but other videos you find on YouTube. Just copy and paste the link. It'll generate a transcript that you can see in my demo here is time-stamped and hyperlinked. You can click to jump to any part of the transcript, and you can download the transcript. It's a really handy little tool for your students who need a transcript, a written transcript of the videos. Some of you may have seen this image before. I used to really like remove.bg. In fact, in 2018, that was one of my tools of the year. For 2019, I really like that Canva, C-A-N-V-A, Canva, now offers a tool for removing the background from any image that you upload or any image you find in their image gallery. Once you've extracted or removed the background, you can then use your image on a new background. So it's a great way to click and drag and drop yourself into any location, like I did here with the picture of me and my daughter. Now we're in front of Mount Everest. Padlet has been one of my go-to tools for a decade, maybe even longer than a decade. And this year, Padlet added a new mapping template. Lets you choose from a variety of base map views and then add multimedia markers on top of the map. And just like any other Padlet tool, it's completely collaborative. So you could have 20 students adding to your Padlet map at the same time if you wanted to, or more, or fewer, or none at all. But it's a great tool for multimedia mapping. And speaking of multimedia mapping, Google is starting to up their game with the web version of Google Earth. The Google Earth web version, when it first came out, was really bare bones. This year they've added some great new things to it, including some games you can play in it, like where on Google Earth is Carmen Sandiego. But more importantly, they finally added an option for students to do multimedia mapping in the web browser version of Google Earth. Now, it's still not as fully featured as the desktop version of Google Earth, but if you're a Chromebook user and you want students to use their Chromebooks to make multimedia tours in Google Earth, you can now do that in the web version of Google Earth. Finally, thank you, Google. On the thank you, Google note, Google teased at the beginning of the year that they were going to add an audio feature to Google Slides, and it finally became available at the end of November. Now, anyone who uses Google Slides can insert audio directly into their slides. You don't have to do any crazy workarounds anymore of putting in a video and hiding it or using some sketchy third-party add-on. Now it's a native tool in there. People are super excited about it. Now it's almost as good as PowerPoint. Yay! One other Google thing here. Google rolled out canned responses in Gmail or G Suite for Education mail. Everyone now has canned responses. This is a tool that I use a lot for the beginning of the school year when I'm getting asked the same question over and over again by students. Great way to just insert a saved message you have, saved response you have, and just insert it right in there. You don't have to use any third-party extension. Just boom, pick from your canned responses, and away it goes. Now this might be my absolute favorite tool of the year, favorite new tool of the year. It's glideapps.com. With glideapps.com, if you can create a spreadsheet, if you know how to create a Google spreadsheet, you can create a working mobile app. Simply fill out your spreadsheet with the information you want displayed, and Glide Apps gives you tons of templates to follow as well. Fill out your spreadsheet with the information you want displayed, and it will render a mobile-friendly website for you. But you can also upgrade your account to have the option to have it published as a true app in Google Play or in the App Store. But if you don't want to pay for it, you don't need to. Just use the free version of it. It's amazing. I've had students this fall making all kinds of fun little apps using glideapps.com. Check it out. It's amazing. ClassTools.net is not new in 2019, but Russell Tarr, who is the developer of ClassTools.net, added a couple of new things to it that I think are worth mentioning. Number one is a game called Fling the Teacher, and Fling the Teacher lets you do exactly that. Fling the teacher across the screen once you answer 15 questions correctly. Kind of fun. But even more interesting is that Russell added an image annotation tool to ClassTools.net. You can now upload any image that you have and add interactive annotations on top of that image. So check that out, ClassTools.net. It's the image annotator. If you're looking for an option to make some games, EduCandy is a new service for making word games that your students can play on their mobile devices or in their web browsers. You can put in a list of words. It will spit out a variety of word games based on that list. We all love YouTube, but it may not always be the best place to search for educational content. BowClips is a tool that I discovered, or a service I discovered in early 2019 when I was at the BET show. So way back in January at the BET show, I was flagged down by someone who works for BowClips and said, "Hey, come check this out." And I did, and it was the best thing that happened in terms of getting flagged down at a trade show all year. More than 2 million educational videos available in BowClips from some of your favorite YouTubers and other sources as well. Check that out at bowclips.com. And last but not least, Microsoft's Immersive Reader. Anytime I've been asked about accessibility for the last year, I have suggested try Immersive Reader. Immersive Reader keeps getting added to more and more products. Besides Microsoft's products, it's now being added into a variety of third-party services, not the least of which is Wakelet, and it's become very, very popular in Wakelet. If you're not familiar with Immersive Reader, it allows students to have the words on a page read aloud to them, and students can adjust the pacing, they can adjust the size of the text, they can even adjust the voices that are used to read back to them. That's Immersive Reader. If you're not familiar with Immersive Reader, do a quick search on freetechforteachers.com and you'll find lots of information about it. Or follow Mike Tollefson on Twitter to find lots of information about Immersive Reader as well. So those are my favorite new and updated tools for 2019. If I missed something that you think I should have mentioned, let me know. Send me an email. richard@burn.media is my email address. And I hope we have lots of fun new things in 2020.